awesome tips and tricks for you along your journey. And today I want to give you a reminder. Now this reminder is something that, we all know once you're going to hear it, you're going to be like, oh yeah, of course. But a lot of the times we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. And that reminder is on your weight loss journey, on your health journey, it is about quality, not quantity. Now quantity, volume, amount of stuff, it has its place. But I bet right now the thing holding you back is not the lack of quantity. It's the lack of quality decisions, quality habits, and quality choices. Because at the end of the day, if you're just doing a bunch of subpar things, yes, they pile up over time, but that time horizon is going to be way longer than a few really good placed habits and decisions, right? Because you could be working out every day, but then blow up on the weekend, and then have to take the entire week to recover, and then you do it again on the next weekend, right? You could be eating salads every day, and then at nighttime snack and throw it all away because you wanted some cookie dough, right? And then have to make up for it the next day, right? We could do a lot of good, healthy decisions, but if they're not quality and placed properly, it's not going to be as effective as if we made good quality decisions. So quality over quantity when it comes to your habits and your decisions and your actions on your weight loss journey. You do not need to work out 2 hours in a gym. You can get a super effective, productive workout for weight loss with 15 minutes at home in your basement with no equipment. It's possible. And you do not have to meal prep for 2 hours in the kitchen every day to be prepared to eat healthy for the week. You can literally just do 20 minutes of meal prep a week and set yourself up for success. It's the quality of the decision you make and then the action you take regarding that decision that's really going to speed things up for you. So if you have been stuck in your weight and you're jumping on the scale and it's not really moving, despite trying, it's probably because you're doing what you think is right, but there's something else that can be more effective. It's not really right versus wrong when it comes to weight loss. It's what's going to be more effective for you. So if you're doing something and it's not showing up, your efforts are misplaced and they should be somewhere more productive, efficient, and more quality driven, right? So let's take meal prep, for example. Let's say you're meal prepping and you've done it in the past, but it takes you like 2-3 hours and you have to cook everything and the kitchen's a mess and you use all these dishes and there's not enough room in the fridge or whatever the problem may be. That's going to be an issue. That type of quantity you can keep doing, but you're going to get burnt out. And your food's going to be, if you make food 7 days in advance, you're going to have slimy chicken breast by day 4, right? And that's not appealing. So although you've made lots of good decisions and lots of good habits, they're just not playing out like they should, or they're not as effective as they should be. Whereas, if you're struggling with meal prep or you want to improve your meal prep, instead of, cooking all of your meals all at once and portioning them all together and then putting them all in the fridge in separate Tupperwares, pick one thing. One thing. That is a quality decision that is going to save you the most time during the week. So what do you do during the week that takes up the most time? Is it cooking your meat, marinating your meat? Is it chopping up all the frickin' vegetables? Is it cooking your rice because that takes so long? What is the thing during the week that if you just did once, it would save you a lot of time? Not everything, because in a perfect world, we could do everything that would save us time, and we'd be perfect all the time, and we'd be 10 out of 10s all the time, and we'd get A+ all the time. That's just not going to happen, right? So maybe you just pre-portion and pre-season your meats on your meal prep day. Maybe you just chop your vegetables on your meal prep day, or maybe you just cook a big batch of rice on your meal prep day. One thing, 20 minutes, saving you time during the week, and it's super maintainable, high quality, effective, and it will compound over time easier than doing a bunch of meal preps where you're cooking all your meat, it gets soggy and slimy, and then it's nasty to reheat, right? It's not all about how much you do. It's about what are you doing, and is that the most return of your time investment? Same with workouts. Right? Are you going to the gym, wasting time commuting, wasting time coming back, wasting time in the change room? Are you, in the sauna and in the pool when you should be in the gym doing something, right? You could just go down to your basement, quick 15 minutes, hammer it out, get a decent sweat on, go back to your day, right? Where are you placing your effort right now? Is it paying off, or is it paying off as fast as you'd like? If not, the effort needs to either increase or it needs to go somewhere else and you need to try something else. So you can decide where your efforts have been. Has it just been too much of little things that, sure, maybe they're adding up, but it's taking too long? And do you need to just stop making all these big decisions or all these little decisions, just so many decisions, cut them down, and the few decisions you do make, they are more powerful on your weight loss journey. Save your power. Every decision you make is wasting energy. And if you're wasting energy deciding what to do all the time, you're running out of energy to stay motivated, to have willpower. That's where you need your energy, for motivation and willpower and consistency, not on other little decisions. That's a very, very, very important distinction, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you look at the game of chess, a chess player, a master chess player, can checkmate an opponent within 2 moves. 2 moves! Whereas somebody who's a beginner or not planning well, they could take up to 200 moves to finish a game. So which one would you rather prefer with your weight loss? To get it right in 2 times or 200 times? That's the difference versus quality of your moves versus quantity of your moves. You can get there faster, you can save more energy along the process, and you can feel more in control instead of, I'm doing something, but it's not working, what's going on? Because quantity versus quality is all about where your effort is placed. Because they're both going to take the same amount of effort, but one has far more payout. So for an example, quality, right? Quality takes a lot of effort in the beginning. It takes a lot of planning, right? You have to sit down and you have to say, when am I going to do my workouts this week? What time am I going to do them? What am I actually going to do in the workout, right? What am I going to do when I don't feel like working out? What am I going to do when I don't have motivation? What meals do I want to eat this week? What portions of food am I going to eat? What time am I going to eat them? How am I going to cook and prepare for them so that I don't make a bad decision during the week when I'm tired and don't feel like it, right? So there's a lot of prepping and planning that goes into making quality decisions and actions and habits. And then long term, once you've set that up during the week, it's easy peasy to follow through it. There's very little resistance during the week if you put your energy and effort in the beginning to the planning. Where with quantity, on the opposite side, doesn't take much effort to plan, right? Just gonna go to the gym after work every day, right? Does that always happen? Probably not. So it doesn't take a whole lot of prepping or planning, so there's no real effort in thinking about how it's gonna play out. But then there's a lot of effort wasted on, oh my goodness, I didn't get it done. Oh my goodness, I still have to do this. Why can't I do this? I said I would do this, but I didn't do it again. Oh, I don't have time for this. Oh, this isn't gonna work anymore. Like then we're wasting time backtracking or beating ourselves up that we didn't get it done or trying to think of better things to do and so on and so forth. So if you're listening and you're struggling, or you just want to simply speed things up and make your life easier along your weight loss journey, switch your focus to quality, take it off of quantity, and now put your effort into a little bit more prepping and planning about the actual specifics of how you want your week to look and what habits are going to pay off the most. The most. Not all the amazing, wonderful things I wish I could do and all amazing, wonderful things I know I could do if I put my mind to it. Cut it down to maybe the 3. I would say even start with just 1. The one biggest thing that would take the most amount of energy and attention and effort back to you during the week so you can save that space, that energy, that motivation for willpower, for consistency, for staying strong when things get tough. Don't waste it on the little efforts all the time. Those have their time and their place. And of course, in a perfect world, if we could get quality and quantity together, game over. But first, I can guarantee you, you're most likely focused too much on the quantity. This is everything I should be doing, and oh my goodness, I'm so far behind. Versus 1 or 2 things that will move the ball forward the most, the fastest, and make you feel the most in control. So that's where I want you to put your effort. I want you to be a master chess player. Get a checkmate in 2 moves, not 200.